שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And Boker Tov, welcome to our second ongoing morning service of the month. This is exciting that we're doing this. And so we will start with some morning blessings with Modeh Ani on page 288, thanking God that we have gotten up out of bed. Sometimes that very action is the hardest part of the day. And so we are so grateful to have woken up this morning and been able to drag ourselves here to enjoy this beautiful, joyful service. We will begin. Modeh ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shehechezarta Binishmati bechemla, Rabba emunatecha, Rabba emunatecha, Rabba emunatecha. And on the top of page 288, may my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me and pass from me to generations I shall never know. Enriched by the truth I have found and the good deeds I have done, so may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself, and be a living witness to the truth that never changes. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and the guest was a pastor whose like particular focus is on liturgy, more so than preaching. And he said, liturgy begins the moment people get in their cars and come to church, or in our case, synagogue. So I don't know, the idea of bringing their spirit into the world in which I live from this prayer just resonated with that as soon as we decide to come to services or to come to the synagogue for any Jewish happening, that is a piece of the liturgy. And when we leave here with that spirit still with us, we continue to carry that liturgy with us throughout the rest of our day. And so for that, we thank God with Elohai Neshama that spirit is given to us by God and animates our bodies, and without it, we would be lumps of nothing. Page 292. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehora tehora Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai asher biyado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish. On page 294, on the 293, we start our daily miracles. We will do this page, and then rather than continuing on in the Hebrew, we will open it up for your own daily miracles. So we'll start again after these four with the formula, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, and then you fill in what you are grateful for this morning, the little things that get you through the day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sech v'bina lehavchin ben yom u'ben laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokei ach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokev kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You're grateful for it. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. 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 I'm looking forward to that Harry Potter marathon. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Oter Yisrael b'tifara. And now, lots of praise and opening our hearts and thanking God and warming up, and we're ready to segue into Shacharit with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 312. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon u'vyomechon Uv'chayei dechol bet Yisrael Bagala bagala Uv'izman kariv Ve'imeru amen Yehesh meraba mevarach ve'alamul al me'amaya yidbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'naseh v'yithadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal shemei dekudesha b'richu leila min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imeru amen. On page 313, we are prepared for the call to worship, the Baruchu. Yai da 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 yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 yai da 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 da. et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated, and we continue on page 314. The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcomed than gold. A Torah from heaven. I have no light to give in the morning. My Torah, my special gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMe'orot. Page 317. We read responsively. Our God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one unifier of humanity.
Give thanks to the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that through the dawn of Israel's life, we return to you in divine purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael ba'ahava. On page 318 and 319 are the Shema and the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourself for these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, Bechol levavcha, ubechol nafshecha, ubechol meotecha, vehayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom alevavecha, v'shinatam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlechtecha b'derech, uvshachpecha, uvkumecha, Ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kedoshim Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti Etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'hiyod lachem Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Please be seated. And we continue on page 321. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, לשמחה על שפת הים. יחד כולם הודו והמלכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופתחנו מכה יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל Yisrael. Miriam, what does kuma mean?
Rise or stand.
Rise, because what does Amidah mean?
Stand.
So on page 323, we are prepared for the tefillah.
And I already have.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avod v'imahot, U'mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, micha mocha baal gevurot, umido melech, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, keshem shemakdishim oto b'shmei maram, kakatuv al yad neviecha, v'kara ze el ze ve'amar, kadosh, 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 Adonai tzefaot, Meloch ol haaretz kevodo. Adir adirenu Adonai, Adonenu ma'adir shimcha bechol haaretz. Baruch kevod Adonai mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu avinu hu malkeinu. Hu Moshi'enu vehu yashmi'enu, v'rachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohayech Tzion, le'dor v'dor. Hallelujah. Ledor vador nakid godlecha, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. And we continue together on the top of page 329. Yismechu v'malachutecha shomre 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha shomre 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekareshe Shavi Shabbat Kulam Yisbe'u V'yit'angu metuvecha Shabbat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomre 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 Shabbat V'korei oneg Shabbat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomre, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kirashto Shabbat. Chemdat yamim, oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shomre, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomre, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher Lema'aseh v'reshit Shabbat. Zecher Lema'aseh v'reshit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shomre, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha Shomre, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Page 330. On this Shabbat day, you graciously receive our prayers. Help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves and the charity to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessing, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be acceptable to you. We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. Page 332. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression. For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared. For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others may live in dignity and freedom. For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Page 334. Sim, sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom tova uveracha. Yai rai 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 yai rai rai yai rai 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 yai rai rai yai rai 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 yai rai rai yai rai rai yai rai 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 sim 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 shalom sim 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 shalom sim 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 shalom tova uveracha. Baruch atah Adonai hamivarech et amo Yisrael ba shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 335 through 337 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrei fi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Vegoali. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and redeemer. We now turn to our Torah service, which begins on page 362, and I would like to invite up to participate anyone who either has celebrated a simcha in the last month, 3 weeks or so, and anyone who is expecting a simcha in the coming month. So, bar mitzvah families, anyone expecting children or grandchildren, weddings in the family, etc. Come on up. And if everyone else would please rise. Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai ve'ein k'ma'asecha malechutecha malechut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitain Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom av harachamim hetiva v'irtzoncha et Zion tivnei chomot Yerushalayim kivecha levad batachnu melech el ram v'nisa Adon olamim ki mitzion tetzeh Torah. I've never done it before. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah udevar Adonai mi Yerushalayim. Not yet. Baruch Shanatan Torah Torah. Baruch Shanatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, b'kdushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad, echad Eloheinu, gadol Adonenu, kadosh shemo, gadlul Adonai iti, uniromema shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod ki chol bashamayim uvaretz ki chol bashamayim uvaretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'hamitnaseh lechol lerosh Ramemu, Ramemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Vehishtachavu, Lehar Kodsho, Lehar Kodsho. Ramemu, Ramemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Vehishtachavu, Vehishtachavu, Lehar Kodsho, Lehar Kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim. Ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. You may be seated. Not you two. The Torah blessings are on page 368, or if you want the big print. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'charanu mikol ha'amim v'natanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notei ha'Torah.
Amen. These are the rules that you shall set before them. When you acquire a Hebrew slave, he shall serve 6 years. In the 7th year he shall go free without payment. If he came single, he shall leave single. If he had a wife, his wife shall leave with him. If his master gave him a wife, and she has borne him children, the wife and her children shall belong to the master, but he shall leave alone. But if the slave declares, I love my master and my wife and my children, and I do not wish to go free, his master shall take him before God. He shall be brought to a door or a doorpost, and his master shall pierce his ear with an awl, and he shall remain a slave for life. Ve'ele hamishpatim asher tasim lifnehem, ki tiknei eved ivri sheshanim yavod, uvashvi'it yetze l'chavshi chinam, im begapo yavo begapo yetze, im ba'al ishahu v'yetze ishto imo, im adonav yitin lo isha, v'ildeha lo vanim ohovanot, ha'isha v'ladeha tehiyeh ladoneha, v'hu yetze v'gapo, v'im amor yomar ha'eved ahavti et adoni et ishti ve'et banai, Lo etzei chofshi, v'higisho Adonav el ha-Elohim, v'higisho el ha-delet, o el ha-mezuzah, v'ratza Adonav et ozno b'martzeah, v'avdo le'olam.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan לנו Torah v'chayei olam natan v'shachinu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Good practice. We're not going to do that yet. Yeah. Okay. While our Torah is out, we are going to say our blessing for those in need of healing with the oomph of our blessed Torah. So we have on our Misha Berach list, Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Sharon Buell, Mike Haug, Lori Perry, Nick Joliot, Bernard Strassner, Fran Warona, Ariel Botsluva, Gail O'Neill, Rhoda Wessler, Marion Finkel, Skip, Kathy, and Jeffrey Brace, Robin Callahan, Ricky Grant, Shoshana Bat Abraham, Nina Dornfeld, John Manners, Michael Kumakawa, Neil Savage, Jerry Liebes, Elizabeth Wilkins McKee, Joey Jones, Sharon Kolb, and Michelle Young. And if anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. Our Misha Berach is on page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. Bless those may the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Janet Ingraham, Patrick Carlton, Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, Francis Petraka, and Noah Kaplan. And of course, all those in the armed services and on the ships at sea that tune in and watch us from our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God keep them and guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in danger's path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzivaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Mishpatim, which contains many rules and ordinances for the Israelites to follow. Mishpatim, in fact, the word means rules. There's not necessarily a great rhyme or reason to how the rules are ordered in this section of Torah. It's largely a hodgepodge of rules for ethical living that God sort of just info dumps onto the Israelites, via Moses, of course, because last week the Israelites preemptively agreed to follow whatever God says as long as they don't have to bear witness personally to the terrifying divine presence. So one of the rules that struck me this week, it's sandwiched between a commandment that a man who sleeps with a virgin must still pay full virgin status bride price for her after the fact, regardless of their prior intent to marry, and a prohibition against bestiality is a prohibition against sorcery. Chizkuni, Italian Parshan, suggests that this verse falls where it does because men will turn to sorcery to acquire love charms and such to seduce the young maidens in the first place. Sure. More specifically, though, Exodus 22:17 says, "You shall not tolerate a sorceress," simply and without further clarification. In Leviticus and Deuteronomy, there are more commandments which forbid divination more broadly and with slightly more context, although still not much explicit reasoning. But here, the first time we are told expressly that magic is forbidden to the Israelites, only witches are called out, not warlocks and wizards. Rashi comments on this that, of course, the law applies to both men and women. The Torah simply uses the feminine conjugations because that is the more common case. Quote, "For it is women who mostly practice witchcraft." Generally, the sages understood the prohibition on witchcraft as an extension of prohibiting idol worship. Magic was something other religions and peoples engaged with as a way to make up for the fact that divine acts could not truly come from their wooden and stone gods. Since our God could perform true miracles, it was best to stay away from any human sorcery. Of course, there are still Jewish stories where magic is employed, or at least God's supernatural powers are called upon expressly by humans. Although even as recently as the 1980s Reform Responsa still encouraged staying away from divination, it seems to me that what is defined as magic and therefore forbidden would be a matter of where one's heart is turned and the intentions in enacting or calling upon such power. While the Torah severely prohibits witchcraft and the sages of the Talmud passively agreed it was sinful, the folklore and apparent practice of witchcraft did not disappear from Jewish communities. My Jewish Learning reports, according to 1 Enoch, which is an apocryphal Jewish text, witchcraft was first taught by the fallen angels to their mortal wives. That falls within a broader midrash on the Noah story. There's fallen angels and they breed with mortal women. So that's where, presumably, the special association between women and witchcraft comes into play, and which marks then subsequent Jewish literature. We talked a few weeks ago also about Lilith, the she-demon, witch, whatever. In Mizrahi culture, sorcery was generally more accepted than in Ashkenazi culture. Established Kabbalists like Chaim Vital would visit known enchantresses for their magic and wisdom, while European Jews engaged with the same anti-witch attitudes of the Christian culture around them. I would suggest that this is ironic, given that sometimes Jews themselves were accused of being witches and wizards for no other reason than simply not being Christian. So one might think they would have more compassion on others accused of witchcraft, But I suppose agreeing that witches cavort with the devil may have been a way for Jews to show their agreement with their neighbors for the purposes of self-protection. So now there is a revival of Jewish communities, centering their traditions on Tanakh, but including in their rituals more tangible symbols and basing their theology more on nature and spirits than the God depicted in the Bible. Last month, as I watched our first 4 Harry Potter movies with the youth group, I kept commenting on things I learned or noticed or thought about more since listening to the podcast Harry Potter and the Sacred Text. If you don't already know about it, it is a great podcast that goes through the Harry Potter series book by book, with each episode focusing on one chapter and choosing a theme, usually a moral value like courage or compassion. And that theme will serve as the lens through which they examine that chapter. They discuss the book and share personal stories. Sometimes they have interviews. And then they engage in a spiritual reading practice, which they change up every episode, such as Lectio Divina or Chavruta. And they look at it, they use it just as one might do for a sacred text, for the Bible or Talmud, except that they use a randomly selected sentence from that week's Harry Potter chapter. And then they close out every episode with a blessing offered to one of the characters that appears in that chapter, and up for anyone who resonates with that character or situation. It is a truly wonderful experience to listen in on, and it has made me wonder what other texts we might practice such an experiment on as well. But it's particularly interesting to apply it to Harry Potter, given this idea that witchcraft is supposedly forbidden in Judaism. And so now I'm only halfway through book 4 in the podcast series. And I'm thinking today about this line of this week's Parsha and the historical Jewish relationship between or with witchcraft and wizardry. And I'm eager to see what I notice anew, what comes up in a sacred text sort of way as I revisit the latter 3 books in movie form as the youth group continues their Harry Potter marathon later this afternoon. If you are worried about witchcraft spoiling your Judaism, for example, if you're coming to our Purim party but aren't really sure how you feel about the seance bit, you can ward off witches and wizards and evil magic with this useful curse from the Talmud. May boiling excrement in a sieve be forced into your mouth, you witches. May your head go bald and carry off your crumbs. May your spices be scattered and the wind carry off the new saffron in your hands, witches. I have a lot of thoughts on that curse we can discuss later. But instead, I would just encourage you to open your hearts to the magic of the world and refrain from cursing others. My blessing for you this week is that you may conjure up a little magic of your own, that it helps you commune with your higher power, the higher power of your understanding, and that we all find sparks of joy that are all around us in life if we only remember to look for them. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. Now we turn to our Haftarah. So I'm going to call Ben back up. I'm not sure if Kathy, do you know the blessing? Okay, so Ben will do it. Good practice. Page 372 are the blessings. And we have a special Haftarah this week, actually, because it is also, not today, but I think tomorrow or Monday is Rosh Chodesh is coming up this week. This week. So instead of the regular Haftarah for this Parsha, which would be from Jeremiah, we have a Shabbat Shekalim Parsha. So it's a good time to donate to the synagogue. This is celebrates when the Jews all donated to the Mishkan, Shekalim. So we have a special haftarah from 2 Kings. Go ahead. Amen. Yehoash said to the priests, all the money, current money, brought to the house of the Lord as sacred donations, any money a man may pay as the money equivalent of persons, or any money that a man may be minded to bring into the house of the Lord, let the priests receive it, each from his benefactor. They in turn shall make repairs on the house wherever damage may be found. But in the 23rd year of King Yehoash, it was found that the priests had not made the repairs to the house. So King Yehoash summoned the priest Jehoiada and the other priests and said to them, why have you not kept the house in repair? Do not accept money from your benefactors anymore, but have it donated directly to the repair of the house. The priests agreed that they would neither accept money from the people nor make repairs on the house. And the priest Jehoiada took a chest and bored a hole in its lid. He placed it at the right side of the altar as one entered the house of the Lord, and the priestly guards of the threshold deposited there all the money that was brought into the house of the Lord. Whenever they saw that there was much money in the chest, the royal scribe and the high priest would come up and put the money accumulated in the house of the Lord into bags, and they would count it. Then they would deliver the money that was weighed out to the overseers of the work, who were in charge of the house of the Lord. Those in turn used to pay the carpenters and the laborers who worked on the house of the Lord, and the masons and the stone cutters. They also paid for wood and for quarried stone with which to make the repairs on the house of the Lord, and for every other expenditure that had to be made in repairing the house. However, no silver bowls and no snuffers, basins, or trumpets, no vessels of gold or silver were made at the house of the Lord from the money brought into the house. This was given only to overseers of the work for the repair. No check was kept on the men to whom the money was delivered to pay the workers, for they dealt honestly. Amen. We turn to page 374 to return our Torah to the ark. Yahalelu et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado, hodo al eretz v'shamayim, ve'yarem keren le'amo, Tehillah lechol chasidav lifnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Etz chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem. While the ark is open, we flip to page 586 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'nemar V'haya Adonai Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz Bayom Hahu Yehyeh Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marks a yahrzeit for Stanley Sherman, Jean Strick, Enzo DiMatteo, Harriet Schindler, Flora Goldstein, Harriet Kramer, Schrager, Lester Max, Alfred Salinger, and it is the first yahrzeit for Peter Winkler. We are still within a year of mourning for Bernice Strassner, Clara Breeding, Lori Gilbert Kay, Roland Lane, Larry Washington, Dean Atchley, Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, Deborah Friedlander, Abraham Finkel, Harold Herman, Nancy Hollowitz, Roland Laramie, Mindy Ferenz, Moishe Deutsch, Douglas Miguel Rodriguez, Bob Katz, Roger Haug, Paula Cooper, and Ernie Weissman. And if anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mourners' Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam olalmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlam Rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, imru. Amen. Ya'aseh shalom Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. The Imru. Amen. I'd like to call up our President, Alec Levy, for some announcements at this time.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz. Shabbat Shalom. Very pleased to see everyone come out again for our second Saturday service. I think it's a great thing to do, and hope to see you all at more of them. Before I get to all that, since we don't have a witch or a wizard to clean up, to snap their fingers or twinkle their nose or something to clean up outside, Ben, would you like to come up and talk about your bar mitzvah project?
On March 7th and 21st, I will be having my bar mitzvah project, which will be cleaning outside, including the retention pond, the front sign, the playground, and the sukkah. The times will be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is on a sign-up genius that is in an e-kibitz.
It's also a great way to give to the house of the Lord, as per the Haftarah this week. Donate your bodies.
Thank you, Ben. As Rabbi mentioned, there'll be adult education this morning starting at 11:30. Then at 12:30, the second part of the youth group Harry Potter Marathon continues, starting at 12:30, going all the way to 10:30 tonight. You don't have to be present for all of it. Come enjoy as much of it or as little of it or all of it as you want. Somewhere along the line at night at 7 o'clock, adult game night will happen. So if for instance, you have a youth grouper who's here and you want to come and play a few games, great way to coordinate all that. Tomorrow there is religious school, followed by a teacher enrichment luncheon. February 26th, the Ner Shalom Book Club will meet to discuss Not Our Time. Then next week we go back to Friday night services, and there is Shabbat next week as well. I'm trying to quickly get back to the other one, e-kibitz. And next Friday night is when United Methodist Church Kids Choir will be coming. They give us a great show great service every year. They sing, and this year they will be singing about Moses. It's always a wonderful service when they're here. March 1st, we will have part 2 of our strategic planning retreat. Not retreat, but strategic planning session. If you didn't attend the first one and you're interested in attending, please email Melanie Bellitz. She's our facilitator, and she needs to know who will be here and who won't be here. So if you're interested, please do so. And we have filled one of our volunteer opportunities, which is we now have someone who's starting to clean the building. But we're still in need of an ONEG coordinator, so if you're interested, please see me, please see Debbie Bruce, and we'll talk to you about it. And then coming up March 7th is our Purim party. Rabbi talked about the seance. If you're interested in helping, please let Debbie know. If you're interested in attending, we do need to know how many people we're going to have, so please RSVP to Debbie or to the rabbi. And finally, on April 4th, we will be having the wine tasting at Ner Shalom that we haven't done in a couple of years. It should be a wonderful event. There will be wines to taste from Chateau O'Brien, a marvelous winery out 66 in Markham. There will be wine for sale from Chateau O'Brien. There will be heavy hors d'oeuvres and dessert. The food will be phenomenal, as it always is, partly because my wife is heading the kitchen committee for it. There will be silent auctions and raffles. The first thing on the silent auction is a week at a resort in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. In the week of August prior to when the Prince William County schools come back into session. And there'll be more of that sort of thing, more types and things, variety of silent auction and raffle items. This is a fundraiser and a fundraiser for the temple. So please RSVP, and on those, please RSVP to me. If you have friends who might enjoy it, please ask them if they'd be interested in coming. Cost will be $25 per person, $15 if you are not sampling the wine. Shabbat Shalom.
One other thing I want to note is you may recall, or not, it's been a while since communication went out to the whole community about this, that we volunteered to host a refugee family in partnership with Dar al-Noor to help resettle a refugee family. They have now arrived. So communication has been going out to the team that volunteered months ago, but now that they're here and we're resettling them and things are starting to move along, if you would like to still join that team, just let me know. If you're going to be doing any driving or spending more than 2 hours a week with them, or 2 hours at a time with them, I mean, at any time, we do need to get you a background check, but if you want to just help like collect donations or stock their fridge or whatever, little things like that, you can just do that. Just let me know and I'll include you in further communications about that sort of thing. It's very exciting. Okay, our closing song will be Ein Kelohenu on page 626. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkenu, Ein Kamoshienu, Michelohenu, Michadonenu, Michemalkenu, Michamoshienu, Nodel Elohenu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emalkenu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us for our Kiddush and Oneg and Adult Ed and movies and games and all of the things today. Shabbat Shalom.